Creating a dropdown is a part of a bigger game. So the most important thing is how to fetch the data. Like in this case, we have primary items like here fruit, vegetable, and similarly we have items within each category. And our purpose is to find the price based on this list. And in this tutorial, we will understand how we will do that. Please download the workbook to follow along. And last but not the least, please subscribe the channel and give me a shot of motivation. And yes, don't forget to hit the bell. Enough of talking. Let's jump into the spreadsheet now. Let's start by understanding the data what we have here. We have primary items here, fruit, vegetables and cereals. Similarly, we have item within each item category and then respective price here. So apple price is 1, it is hypothetical, so please just don't get into the value. Our purpose is to fetch price of each item based on the selected item category and item over here. So what we will do is to create one primary drop down here and then secondary drop down in column C, and then we will fetch data of price in column D. So let's start by first converting these list of names into table and then into a name range. Let's start first one. We will simply go and hit the Control T shortcut to convert it into table. We have table here. To know more about table and name range, you can click the video in the description box and here as well. Now this list is a table. The name is table 1. We don't need drop down here, so we will just go and untick the filter button and we will name this table name as fruit item. Once we name the list as table here, we will go and name this list items as name to be used in a formula. So go here, create new name and just name it whatever you like. I will name it as fruit items. Must not be same as the table name. We have fruit items and fruit item. We can go and make changes in this name manager box. Similarly, we will do this for vegetable items and cereal item as well. Till now we have just converted these categories into table and name ranges. You can make edit over here the way you want to if you have any issue based on your own data. And now we will go and create a drop down. This will be a very simple drop down. Just 1 second again. We will select the source and hit OK. So now we have all the primary categories. Now we will create a dependent drop down based on the items here. So this is the primary drop down item category and each item have lists. We will create a dependent drop down for this using indirect Excel function. For detailed guide for creating drop down, click the link. Let's create a dependent drop down. Now we have items. If we will go and change the primary drop down, the list name will change here. So it will depend upon the selection what we will do in our primary category. Similarly, if let's do for serial items, now you will see the list items over here. So basically we have now a dependent drop down. I have converted the price lists to table and name range. Over here you can see that fruits price and fruit prices. So this is basically table and this icon represent the name of lists and these drop downs are dynamic. So if I enter another serial name like oats here, I can go and check the drop down and you will see the oats name automatically update. Here we want to understand how the formula will work. First, we will try to find the position of primary dropdown over here. So, like in fruits item is first in this category. So, fruits first, vegetable second, and cereal item third. We can simply use ifs function. Like here, I have used ifs function where we can just put the condition like fruits item if it matches with B5 then 1 and the similarly with vegetables which is second and third and dollar sign for absolute references. It is a bit complicated but I just wanted to highlight the if function is very robust function which you can use if your requirement may be based on that. And if error I have added just to make sure that in case of a blank cell it return no values. But we will use match function in this formula. We will just simply add match the category which is lookup value and the lookup array is this and we want exact match. This range should be absolute reference. So we'll just hit F4. For a detailed index and patch function, refer to the link. Now we see if we change this to vegetable, it becomes second, becomes third. So basically, the idea is to find out the position of primary dropdown, then find out the position of the item in this list or this list, whatever the selected primary dropdown is, and then refer to the price of product in this list. So if the primary dropdown is third and the list item is fifth, then formula should extract the data that is fifth in this position, which is 24. So this is how we will be extracting the information based on the selected dropdown. Let's drag this formula. So just to avoid error, because here the cell is blank, we will add if error function as well to replace the blank cells error, which is any error. We will just make it blank in that case. So now it's blank. Now we will create a function based on the patch and index together. So the basic information what we have right now is vegetable category and selected item is carrot. So we will create a formula to find out the position of carrot in the selected range or array. So the match function returns the relative position of the lookup value is carrot and the lookup array. Lookup array basically we have three array. So we will identify which array we are talking about. So we will use index map function here which return the value within the range. In our case we have three array or range from which we will be pulling the item position. Here we don't have any row or column. We can leave this argument blank in place of 0. The area number is referenced from this formula, which is 2. So area number 1, area number 2, area number 3. Don't forget to watch the in-depth tutorial on index and match and how to use it in a formula. And the match type we are looking is exact match. So now we can see the carrot positioned in this array is 5th. To double check the formula, you can simply select the lookup array like and click F9. You can see here and then F9 carrot. So basically match will return the position of carrot in this range is 5th. Now to extract the price from these tables, we will use index function. The array, these are three arrays, let's add them. Now the row number is this value, which is 5th. The formula we have already created, and then there is no column number, so we'll leave it as blank, and there is the area number. We have to select the vegetable price, so we will again refer to this cell. Remember, we have put all this data in the way that suits to this formula. In your case it may be different, and close the parenthesis and hit enter. Now you get the price of. To avoid any kind of error, you can use if error function also. I'm entering a text. So that's how you can fetch the price. I hope you like the video. If so, please hit the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. Have a nice day.